Okay, so now, Mr. Examiner, inside the engine compartment, right here, I have 4 major systems. First, I have the cooling system. Secondly, I have the suspension system. Then I have the brake system. And on the other side, I have the steering system. I'm going to start with the first system, which is the cooling system. The cooling system starts with the coolant reservoir. This is my coolant reservoir. Proper color clear. Cap is present and tight. Proper level or proper operating range. Tight and secure, properly mounted to the tractor, and it's not leaking, and it's in good working condition. Now I go with the hoses. My hoses, it's not cut, no frayed, no abrasion, no budges. All parts are present, no missing hardware, no missing clamps, everything's tight and secure, it's not leaking. Then I move over to my radiator. My radiator is in good working condition, it's not cracked, it's not broken, no missing part, no missing hardware, no illegal welds, properly mounted to the tractor, and it's not leaking. Then following my hoses, I go next step to my water pump. My water pump right here is properly mounted to the engine. It's not cracked, it's not broken, no missing part, no missing hardware, no missing bolt. It's not leaking, and it's a belt driven. It's belt driven because I can see the belt, and the belt is no more than 3/4 inch of play to the center. No more than 3/4 inch of play. No illegal welds, tight and secure, properly mounted, and then it's in good working condition and it's not leaking. Now I go up to my AC compressor. My AC compressor is properly mounted to the engine or to the motor. No missing part, no missing hardware, no missing bolt. It's belt driven, and the belt is no more than 3/4 inch of play. There is no illegal weld. It's not leaking, and it's in good working condition, Mr. Examiner. Then I go down to my alternator. My alternator, it's not cracked, it's not broken. There is no missing part, no missing hardware, no missing bolt. There is no illegal weld. It's properly mounted to the motor. It's belt driven, and the belt is no more than 3/4 inch of play. It's in good working condition, and it's not leaking. Then I go to my fan clutch. My fan clutch right here, it's not cracked, it's not broken, no missing part, no missing hardware, no missing bolt. There is no illegal weld. It's belt driven, and the belt is no more than 3/4 inch of play. Then I move to my turbo. My turbo right here, it's not cracked, it's not broken. There's no missing part, no missing hardware, no missing bolt. There is no illegal weld. It's not leaking, and it's in good working condition. This concludes the pre-trip inspection for the first system, which is the cooling system, Mr. Examiner. Now I'm gonna move ahead to my second system, which is my suspension system. My suspension system starts with the frame. My frame right here is not cracked, it's not broken, no missing hardware, no missing parts, no missing bolt. Everything is tight and secure, properly mounted. It's not cracked, not broken, I already said it. There is no illegal welds. Then I move to my next step, which is my leaf spring. My leaf spring, they are not cracked, They are not broken. No missing part, no missing hardware. And they are not shifting. Sign of shifting will be shiny metal or metal shaving. Tight and secure, properly mounted by mount. This is my mount right here. They call it mount. They call it spring hanger or spring holder. Tight and secure, not cracked, not broken, no illegal welds. Then I move to my U-bolt. I have 2 U-bolts, one up front, one in the back. Tight and secure, properly mounted. They are not cracked, not broken. No missing bolt. Bolts are present. No missing bolt. There is no illegal weld. Everything is tight and secure, properly mounted to the front axle. This is my front axle. My front axle it's not cracked, not broken, no missing part, no missing hardware. Then I move to my shock absorber, tight and secure, properly mounted, then tight and secure by lower mount,
It's not cracked, it's not broken.
lower mount and upper mount. Hey!
I have no idea what we're talking about.
Nan deuxième système, nan fini avec cooling system, m'attaquer suspension system. What get up on Dave?
No, I get over
The frame. I'm done with the frame. I'm done with the spring, leaf spring, and then the hanger.
Okay.
And then I went to the
talk about the U-bolt?
U-bolt already, and then I went to it with
Shock absorber.
yeah.
Alright. Make sure your shock absorber is not cut or broken. It is not leaking. Alright, no illegal welds. And that it is properly secured to the components, the upper and lower components. What else?
I went over the axle already. The front
Okay, so
axle
he
already.
talked about the axle. I mean, you pretty much covered everything at this point,
The suspension. I was done with basically with the suspension system. Then I was about to move forward with the brake system.
Yep.
Brake system.
So here you have the brake chamber. All right. Make sure that it's not cracked, broken, no illegal welds. Also, I believe that it shouldn't be leaking either. And then you have this is your ABS line right here. No cuts, no abrasion, no bulges. That it's in good working condition. The brake hose here, same thing. It's not leaking. No cuts, no abrasion. It's in good working condition. You have the push rod slack adjusters here. You make sure that it's also in good working condition. It is not cracked, not broken, no illegal welds. Whew. What else am I missing here?
Should be
Should be
no more than 1 inch when you.
Yeah. So when you release that brake, and then you grab it with your hand, it shouldn't move any more than 1 inch. Right. It's secured by a cotter pin here. Yep. And then now you would come here to talk about the brake drums and the brake lining. All right. That it is a proper thickness, no less than a 1/4 inch of thickness. If you have less than a 1/4 inch, then it needs to be replaced. Make sure it's not cracked, that it's not broken, that there's no grease on it. All right. It's in good working condition. Your rims, the inner part of the rims and the outer parts, they are in good working condition. It can't be cracked or broken. No illegal welds on your rims. The inner part of your tire, inner and outer part of the tire, It is in. There is no cuts, no bulge, no abrasion. It's in good, proper working condition. Your tire tread depth has to be at least 4/32 of an inch. All right. No mismatch with the front tires. No regrooving and what's that other word again?
Mismatch, regroove, recap.
Recap. Not with the front tires. You can't have any of that. All right. It's got to be the same thing. 4/32 of an inch. And then coming down over here, you have the air valve. It's properly secured. It is not leaking. There are no cuts. You also have the cap over it. And then you would use an air pressure gauge to check it. Make sure that it is between 100 to 120 psi. Rims, not cracked, not broken. No illegal welds. It is properly secured. No signs of rust, no shiny metal to show that it is loose. The hub seal is properly secured, not cracked, not broken, and there are no leaks.
Perfect.
On the other side?
Yeah.
On the other side.
So now we're done with the first system, which is the cooling system, the second system, the third one, the brake system. Now the driver side. So
I
we
promise you, when you start working, you don't do none of that stuff in that much details. I promise you.
Yeah. But your vehicle must be in a safe working condition before
Yes.
you hit the road. That's why you do it.
DOT, if you get a full like a level 1 inspection, DOT will pull you over. They'll pop open the hood and they'll check all your fluid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now the last or the fourth system, which is the
Power steer.
our steering system that we call.
Okay.
We
So
start with the power steering fluid reservoir.
yep. It is properly sealed. All right. It's hand tight. It is not leaking. If you wanted to check it, you could just pop this out, wipe it down, stick it back in there, check the level, make sure that it's at the proper level. If it's not at the correct level that it needs to be, you just gotta refill it through here and seal it back in there. Now following the hoses for the power steering, just like any other hose, it cannot be cut, no abrasions, no bulges, and they are not leaking. They're in good working condition. All right, so following that, it's gonna bring us down to the I believe 8 power steering pump.
Yeah.
So the power steering pump is in good working condition. It is not cracked, it is not broken, no illegal welds, and it is not leaking. And then you have the AC compressor. Am I right?
No,
Or
it's,
air compressor.
Yeah, AC,
All right. AC is on the other side. Okay, so on this side you have the air compressor. The air compressor is in good working condition.
It's on top.
What's
It's
up
right
with it?
there.
That's I passed. So so this is your air compressor right here. All right. It is not cracked, not broken, no illegal welds, and it's also not leaking. All right. And it's gear driven because there are no belts there.
There's no belt.
There's no belt, so it's gear driven. You have the engine oil. So this is where you would check the engine oil level, right here. Just like before, you take out the dipstick,
Yeah.
wipe it down, stick it back in there, check the oil level. If it's at the proper level, then you're good. If it's not, then you would come over this side, and that's where you would put the oil and new oil in there.
And bring
All
it
right.
to the proper level.
Yes, and you got to make sure that it's also not leaking. All right. There was one more thing I think we talked about over here. Is there? No, we talked AC compressor, the pump, and then the oil. Yes. Right. I keep saying AC. Air compressor, the power reservoir, steering reservoir pump here. And then we talk about the oil. So now here we have the gearbox. The gearbox, it is not cracked, not broken, no illegal welds. It is no missing components, properly secured. There are no signs of looseness, such as rust that would tell you that it's loose. It is gear driven. Here you have the power steering shaft. I'm sorry, the steering shaft. It is also in good working condition, not cracked or broken. No more than 2 inches of play, and you gotta grab it and touch it. No more than 2 inches of play. Just like when you turn the wheel in there.
Or 10 degrees.
Yeah, or 10 degrees. Let's see. Coming down here. All right. So here we have the 3 linkage. Yes. The 3 pieces of linkage, which includes you have the tie rod, the
Pitman arm.
Pitman arm. No, tie rod is
drag length and tie rod is behind
the tie rod is right here. Right?
Yeah.
If you follow the bar, it's gonna connect to the tie rod, which is right here. So the drag link, Pitman arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
then secure by cotter pin and then castle nut and cotter pin.
yeah. See, I could never, when I was doing this, I never remembered those things like castle nuts, cotter pin. But the castle nut, it actually looks like, if you ever watch these shows and they have like the castle with the towers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. The castle nut looks like those towers, and then you have the cotter pin inside of it.
I like to take White Castle as an example.
Yes.
You look, White Castle,
Yeah.
restaurant. Yeah. The top is exactly the same shape.
So all 3 pieces of linkage, they are in good working condition. They're not cracked, they're not broken, there are no illegal welds. Okay. My finish, I'm making sure I didn't miss anything down there. So the power, the washer fluid reservoir. So with this truck, okay, you can't see if it's filled. So it is in good working condition. In order for me to check, I would take a look. If I can't see any fluid, I would just put some more washer fluid in there, and then when I can see it, that's how I know it is full. But with this vehicle, you won't actually know the actual level unless it's full to the top.
You understand that, right?
Yeah. And that should end your last section of the steering system.
And then we're gonna stop here for today. Next time we're gonna go with part B from B, because we have to go out and we have to finish at 7:30. Okay? So we're gonna go out with some driving, some shifting and stuff. And then next session is tomorrow. Except tomorrow, don't come early, because I have a class from 5:30 to 7:30. We're gonna start at 7:30. So come tomorrow 7:30.
And you have a lot of light too nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, man. You didn't forget anything.